Hello you Vikings, my name's Sebastian and welcome back to the bank database, my bank database project. Now last time we worked on the creating of a new user. I should mention this is in C# if you're not aware. And this time we're going to be looking over the login feature, which I said last time we shouldn't be doing first because it wouldn't make sense when we didn't already have the the instance strings required to actually log in a person or persons. So this will be the login. We'll make a bit of spacing here. Okay. So first off, we're going to be doing a do while as we did in the last one. Oh, down. Okay, there you go. And then while. And this will be while our correct is equal to 0. As long as that is set to 0, it will do whatever is in here. And here we will check if the answer we gave early on which menu to access, if that is equal to 1, as in if that is equal to I want to log in. Then it will do the login feature. Oh, damn. Okay, that was a bit too much. So here, no, it's pretty self-explanatory. Okay, let's remove that spacing. So if that is 1, it will do almost the same. Oh, actually, we can copy all of that and just paste it right in there. Please enter your username and password below. Oh, just had to ruin it. So it will it store it? I suppose it will actually. It will store it in the temp, and that's fine. So if we can actually copy all of that, can't we? We should be able to. Okay, so it will check your username. Make a bit of spacing there. So what it will do is it will do the username check loop, which will go through all of our 50 spaces on our x-axis on the login array, and it will check if the first one is empty, which it shouldn't check. It will check if that is that. So it will check every point of on the x-axis if that is equal to what you just entered as your username, and if it is, it'll break the loop. But it shouldn't, because it also has to actually. Let's get rid of all that. Sorry, there's this fly on my laptop. So it'll do the. That's not how you spell check. The password check loop. But it will actually be a login check loop. So we'll check every space on the x-axis, and then it says that if that point on the x-axis is equal to the temp username you just entered, and its corresponding password, corresponding to the username position you just entered, if those two match, it will break the loop, and otherwise it will point out to you it appears that you are not a registered member of this bank. Please create a new user to utilize the bank to utilize the online banking. Okay, so there you go, and then it will just loop you back, and you'll have to enter it again. So now it should work actually. And But there is one problem. If you just created your user, it shouldn't take you right into the menu. It should take you back to whether or not you want to log in. So I'll actually take that and oh god. Oh, this is gonna be strange. Okay, actually let's paste it in and see where we are at. So if... Okay. Now they choose what they want to do. They can either create a new user, again. Should we give them some sort of confirmation that the new user has just been created? I think we should. So when the last loop ends, it will set the cursor position. If it was successful, where would we be? We'd be at 13, so that would be 15. So that's 15. And we will write out to the user that they were successful in making their new user. How do we say this? Creation of new user was successful. Okay, that'll be it really. And then we'll just do a console read line so that they had to do something to get out of that. And when that happens, they are thrown into a loop of what they want to do, if they want to log in or create a new user. And when that is passed, so out here we'll set, Jesus Christ. They have to get out of that loop, but then they also have to get out of this loop. My God. How do we do that then? Because if we set the correct value down here to 1, it will just throw them out of the loop. If we set it to 0, that means it will restart the loop. But that will restart the sign in or sign up process, which we don't want to. We don't want to do that. Well, if... Okay, give me a minute. The starting interface, we could just have... Let's see. If this is not a... but it has to be a loop as well. Okay. Okay, you know what we'll do? We won't have this here. So now, actually, what will happen when you're done signing up is that we'll throw you right into the banking. But that's not what we want to do. So when it's done checking your account, it will... Let's create a new int beneath this. Call it int temp correct. And set it to 0. Now we can use that to oh god, I don't even know. Let's see. The starting interface should not close here. Just copy that and put it below here. So there you go. There you go. So everything is now in line. So when you're done here, it will set the... No, it will actually do it right here. No, it won't. No, it won't. This won't be here either. That's wrong. It will say it was successful even though it failed. So we don't want to do that. We want to make sure that it says that up here. So, oh god, that was slow. So now when it has confirmed that the password and temp password is the same and username and temp username was the same, it will say that you were successful, and it will set the temporary correct. We'll set that to 1. That means that we can get out of this loop by the correct one, and what exactly? I don't even know what my idea was here. See, it has to loop back to here, so that you'll choose again if you want to log in or create a new user. And it will do that, but you'll never get out of it again. Actually, we can just set this to temp correct, can't we? So the correct will get you out of this, and the temp correct, which will only be set when it has confirmed that indeed the password and username was correct in relations to what is actually in the loop, or in the array, sorry. So when this is 1, you'll get out of there. So that is actually how we get out of it. The login, it checks every X position, and then it checks if it is corresponding to what you entered as your username and what you entered as your password. And if it is, then the correct will be set to 1, which is not. Let's keep that. And it will also set the temp correct to 1, which will get you out of the loop. And here it will set the. This is just to make sure that whatever happens, you will repeat the loop. And if this is 0, then the temp correct will also be 0. Okay, we're getting there. Yeah, this should work now, actually. Let's see. Let's just do a console clear, and then below that, let's just do a console write line, and in that we'll make it write just bank, okay, because then we'll know if we've gone through the loop correctly. And we'll do this a couple of times to make sure that even though we do oh yeah, I fixed that. I fixed the loading. It now is perfect. So first off, we'll have to create a new user because no one is registered. So it'll be Sebastian123, and creation of new user was successful. And we are throwing right into the bank. Darn. See, that's not what I wanted. If we remove this, will it still work? That's the question. It's the question that every man has to answer, and every man has to ask. Okay. Give me good. Give me good now. That's how you English. Okay. Sebastian. That's not my name. Sebastian 123. Creation was successful. And then it loops me back, and I can say login. There'll be Sebastian 123 and bank. Good. So let's try it. Let's try and enter the username and or the password incorrectly. So we create a new one. Call it Sebastian. Oh, darn. Sebastian 123. Do that. Login. Sebastian. There you go. 123. And it does not give me time to. So we'll just set a console line. I saw that it gave me an error, and it says it doesn't appear I'm registered, which is good. And it says the temp correct. Wait, why did it shut down though? When it should just you know, loop back, but it didn't. Don't know. Got no clue actually. I didn't even read what that error said. Sebastian 123 created successfully, and here we say Sebastian, whatever, doesn't even matter. Okay, and it appears that you're not a registered member of the bank. Please create a user to utilize online banking. And then if I press enter, nothing happens. It sets the temp correct and the correct to 0. So as long as this is 0, it will just loop me back here. It should just, you know, loop me back here. But why? Why does it refuse? Should this be temp correct as well? Or is it another problem? Let's see, it loops the login, which it should. It loops it with the correct int, and here, and finally with the temp correct. So I don't see the problem here. Because this it will just skip this. Oh, actually it won't, because it doesn't even. Oh, okay. Well, okay. Do that, and then outside of this, put this. Put this. Can I please? No, can't. Okay, I'll just write a new one. Okay, and down here we put that. And then we move it backward. But there you go. Is that correct? Is it now? Is it now set? It is. So if we answered true, as in to create a new user, we do that. If we didn't, it would do this. And again, good sneeze. I'm not gonna. That'll be gross. Okay. There we go. And we move that back one. So now it will check before it does the loop. And then finally, I don't see why it. Let's actually recreate the scenario in which I got the error to us without this. So without that, let's run it, and let's get that error again, because that was a clue to why it won't continue probably. So create a new Sebastian 1.3, and we'll try to log in by the. That's actually correct. Okay. There you go. Okay, so this was out of range. We're checking something that both shouldn't and does not exist. So let's see, we're checking. Okay. So first off, we're checking on the X position. It should be anywhere from 0 to 50. And is that correct? Yeah, 50 and 50 and 2. Oh. Well, how did I... Why does it work here and not up there? I mean, it should literally be the same. Okay. So 0 should exist. I don't see a problem with that. And 1 should also exist. Well. And because it couldn't check that. But why can't it check that? Okay. See, this is interesting. I am not completely sure why it doesn't work. Because it should. It's probably something like really obviously wrong, but I just don't see it. Well, this was an interesting turn of events, isn't it? Okay, wait, let's actually... Wait a minute. We're checking the X position, 0. 0.0 should be where... Oh my god. Look, username is stored at 0.0 if it's the first one. And then the password is stored at 0.1 if it's the first one. So, workplace password. Okay. Well, okay, let's try it again. Because I don't. Maybe the check counter is one too high. I mean, it might be. Yeah, probably is. But we could, what we could do to help this, do a right line. Oh, wow. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Good. Okay. So what we do is we'll do a console, right line, and in that line, we will put the login X value just to see where it's going wrong, because I don't get it. So create whatever, it doesn't even matter, I'm gonna enter it wrong anyway. Oh my god, it's the same. How magical. Okay, let's see. 0 and 50. So what? Okay. Oh. Oh, that's probably why, yeah. No, but oh my god. It's checking position 0.0. It should be right. That's where it's stored. I know this. And 0.1 is exactly where. Okay, actually, more debugging is required. Console. Sorry for the weird way of writing this. It's going to be this way now. It's going to be this way from now on. In here, we'll write out the login counter for the login X value dot 0, and then in the next one we'll write out. This is just to find out what it found when looking, because I know it looked for something. I just want to find out what it found. So in the login, it will also check this value. So writing this out, we will know exactly what it found and where it went looking for it. Yeah, so it'll do the loop. I like that one. We'll create a new user, whatever. We don't even have to create a user, actually. Okay, let's see what it found. See, it did find a registered user, and it did find a registered password, and it told me. But why does it tell me that it's out of range? Oh, it's because of this. There you go. I probably should have known that that would be a problem. And if I'm wrong in this, I'm just gonna crit. I'm criticaling right now. I'm just gonna quit. Quit ever making videos. No, I'm not. Oh yeah, that won't work. Restart. Answering something which is not a registered. So what? Shit, there's a fucking fly here. What are you even doing? What are you drunk? Do you want to go home? Should I call your mum or some? What now? Oh my god. Input string answer was not in the right format. Did I? What in the flipping hell? Stop this. And what did I enter? Did I not just set it to 49? We should be all right. Can we please be alright? Yeah, we can. So let's create the same user again. Go back, and in this, type something complete bullshit. Something that definitely wouldn't exist. Sorry, what? Sorry, what? Okay. So, it gave me an error, but didn't give me time to read it. So, read line. Whatever input. Okay, let's try this again. We were very close this time. I mean, half of it worked. Okay, let's create the same user. I know you're probably tired of it, but it's simple. And then we'll... No, outside the password, that is not it. Okay, so it tells me that I'm probably not registered user. And then 1, 2, 3 up until 50. Am I right in that? Yep. And then I can enter what is actually. No, can't. That is what I've registered, isn't it? Sebastian 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay. So let's okay. Else if let's just do this, and we will take all that is in here, go and plump it on in here, and instead of saying that it's equal, it will say if it's different then. But no, that's not right either. Yeah, because this will pop that out every time, and that is not necessarily what we want. Okay, so this can be removed. That's fine. Don't need the debugging anymore. I highly doubt I know where the issue is, but I'm gonna pretend like I know where the issue is. So create the same user. 1, 2, 3. Go to login and use a wrong password. And it tries to tell me for 1 second that it's wrong. But then I can use the correct password and we're in. So now it works, except it tells me that every password is wrong, which is not. What we will do is we'll just do an else if the login x counter is greater than or equal to 49, it'll pop out this. So in case we get all the way to 50 and the user does not exist, it won't continually tell us that we're not registered, because we are. So the loading is going, and here we go. We can create a new user called Sebastian123, and we will log in as Sebastian124. Oh darn, I did it wrong. Okay, so Sebastian123. There you go. There you go. Sorry, it's gonna burp then, but didn't. I held it back like a man. Okay. It does seem. You know what? Because of this, because of the. But do we really need to break the array? We don't. We don't need to stop it. It can just keep going, and then we won't get the error if we're correct. Because what happened is when we were correct, it set the value to 90, which meant that the way we were testing, if we didn't exist. So if we did exist, it set the value to 90, and then we checked if it was bigger than or equal to 49, which would be the ending of our testing to see if you exist. Then it gave us an error, obviously, because it was too high. The value, that is. See. Gave us the error for a what? Oh my god. You've got to be kidding me. Okay. Okay. Let's not remove that then. Let's just keep that. Oh god. Okay, well, at least we know it works. It's not perfect, nor very beautiful, but it works. So let's just create a user, Sebastian123, it's created successfully, and we can log in as 124. It'll give us an error, which you won't have time to read, and there you go. So we can go back and we can insert the console read line, and then when we get the error that we don't exist in the user database, it'll be alright. It'll be alright. So we can create a new Sebastian123, create it successfully, and log in as Sebastian124. Sorry, I don't exist. I don't exist 40 times. God damn. Oh. Well, that was fun. Okay. Let's actually no. Let's just leave it at that. Okay, let's leave it at that. And now we know that when we are created as a user, it pops us right into the bank. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, a rating would be much appreciated. Do go ahead and subscribe for more. Now, my name was Sebastian, and this was my bank database, and I will see you all next time.